Hey guys, what's up? This is kaozbender here again for yet another video, and welcome to the final part of my 3-year anniversary of Let's Plays. And this is only going to be a very short video thanking you for everything that you have done to me, as well as, you know, me thanking some people that have been, sort of crucial in the road of, these 3 years of video making. There's going to be some background annoyances, as you can see, but it's really not going to be anything to worry about. So the first thing that I want to say is that I can't really express how thankful I am to have 10,000 individual people clicking the subscribe button, as well as 3.2 million views. It might not seem like a lot so far, but in the end, for me, this is just a huge thing. And there might be a lot of people who say, "Oh yeah, I never thought to get this far." This is obviously not super big, but it's big enough for me to thank you and to be grateful for all of your comments, all of your feedback, and all of your clicks that have been there throughout my channel. So this is just a personal thank you video to every single one of you guys. There's obviously so many of you that I'm really not going to be able to name every single one of you, but there's a couple of people who have been kind of key in the this long process. So this is in no particular order, and I'll be mentioning a few people. So the first three are pretty obvious. You guys know them. It's Bobbery18, Boblax, and Craig MHGG, obviously. These are guys who I've been knowing for since I think the start of my road to Paper Mario. Bobbery, I think, started watching me in 1000 Year Door. Craig, I believe, since the first one, and then Boblax came shortly after. I think also during the 1000 Year Door. And are people who have been, who I've interacted, not only on a personal level. I've gone to conventions with, to PAX 14 with Bobbery. Planning on doing it with Bobbery and the Boblax on PAX 16. And Craig is also kind of planning on joining us eventually. So these are people who I'm very close with. And some people might argue that even if they are a lot younger than I am. Sorry, there was a little bigger interruption. So some people may argue that even if they are younger, oh yeah, you get along with kids. But in reality, it's people who you have something in common with, and it's really not a problem whatsoever. So this is the thing that I told you, that it's really nice about making videos. You get to know people who you get along with for something that you have in common, as well as something that you can relate with. Those three, huge props. They've been with me, good and bad. Whenever they got, a trash talk to death, they always jump in and have my back. So it's pretty nice to have all of those three guys, there for me whenever I need them. The next two people are Cloud Koopa and Mega Man NG. You guys have seen them in multiple of my videos, and even though they, I'm not as close or as or I don't get as, kind of personally related to both of them. They are really nice people. I've also met Cloud Koopa at PAX 14, and these two, even though we are not like the super BFs, I still get along with them very, very well. I'm pretty sure the trash talk that goes along with Cloud and his bronze ass. So yeah, that's pretty nice. These next three people are also there because we are very, very close in the level that we are, that I am, even with Bobbery and Boblax and Craig. They are Frozen Sword, obviously, and the next two you might not recognize, but they have been in some of my videos, especially in the Road to Mario Kart. You guys remember Jessica and Printer Jam 5. These are people who, ever since I started making my videos, Frozen Sword started watching me. I think he is like my second oldest subscriber, I think. He started watching since like the very, very early Paper Mario videos, and Jessica started watching around the first I think Super Mario World or some stuff like that. And Printer Jam 5, I know from the Nimbus Spotlight, so he's also been in a couple of my videos, so that's pretty cool. Huge props to them for actually putting up with my shit. The next three are pretty general, and I've already talked about them. You guys remember Chugga Conroy, Messianella, and the J Wits for being huge inspirations, as in video making, commentary, quality, fan interaction, and all of that type of stuff. I talk about them on a deeper level on the on the first part of my Let's Play guide. So, if you want to know more about them, by all means, go ahead and do that. Next is Red Falcon Games and all the people from Nimbus. Now, this is obviously something that I really wanted to join Nimbus whenever it was like super hype, and actually when Red Falcon Games picked me up and I was able to interact with other directors, it was really nice, and I have a lot to thank him for giving me a shot at the Mario Kart 8 guides. And it's been really nice. The series is about to be over, but it's still pretty nice to be a part of something like that. That I never really would have thought that I would be a part of that. Sorry for that. And last but definitely not least, and I said that this was going to get a special part on my on the last video of the series. Obviously, I have to thank all of the people who I have trash talked, because it has kept this so much more entertaining. You guys have no idea. Obviously, the first one is SMT. Even though it's been 3 years of him, ripping every single thing that I can create, whether it's just video ideas to whole series, even him trying to impersonate me and steal my information. Obviously, the good outweighs the bad in my personal opinion. We've been getting so many laughs, so many memes, and I am especially thankful that we have that little kid in our lives, because not only is it a huge part of me, but also you guys, because you are entertained by watching him pull out all sorts of crazy shit, and I am sure that I enjoy it as well. And obviously all the other channels that I have trash talked with, it's obviously this might seem like a super huge asshole move or thing to say, that I appreciate someone just to be a dick to, but in my personal opinion, it's what sort of keeps this a little bit more fun, and has a lot of things to offer. It's definitely a huge thing to look back to and just remember all of the laughs that we've gotten. So that's just pretty much it. That's all of the fucking mosquito piece of shit. That's all the shoutouts that I have to give, as well as my personal thank you to each and every single one of you. And it's been a long 3 years, but looking back at my first video and looking how I've been improving so far, it's just really nice to know that I have something to look back to and remember how things were, like going back to my first video, looking at it, and then watching the recent stuff. It's obviously pretty nice. So as this video is over, but I guess a little nice extra bonus, you have seen some background chip that is actually coming down. So also, I'll be showing you, I wanted to do a house tour, but I didn't really know how to pull it off. So I'm only going to be showing you like around the house first. Obviously we have the lab, which whose name is Mocha, and this little wiener dog right here is literally called Bacon. But here in Mexico we have how you call it, like female and male for for other words, I think. So she's literally called Female Bacon. So that's kind of funny to look at. So like I said, I wanted to do a house tour, but for time constraints, I didn't really have the time to do it. So I'll just give you a quick overview. If you guys want a more in-depth and going into every single part of it, I'll be really happy to do it for you. Obviously leave a comment, and if you want a thumbs up or something, that would be pretty nice. So this is where I sit, obviously. There we have the little dog playing with a fucked up ball that it had. Here's the office, place where we don't really work too much in here anymore because we've been going through other businesses in order to take care of stuff. You know, obviously since it's software related, we don't need to be here as often. Everything you can do remotely. It looks pretty bland in the inside, but you know, I mean on the outside, but obviously in the inside, you know, we have quite a few things. Right here we have. Below the office, there's the garage. You know, pretty cool. There's room for a couple of cars. So in case we have some people over. This is the main house. Pretty nice. There you can see the little antenna. We get some really nice internet from that. This is the main house. Obviously, pretty cool. Now the part, kind of how you call it, the upper part is where. There you go. Look at that little dipshit running around. The upper part, there is a gaming room whenever I invite my friends. That's a guest room. There's the, how you call it, the laundry room, I guess. There we go to place Mocha whenever there's some sort of event. We don't want her, you know, obviously running around at the speed of sound through the tables and causing a lot of shit. We keep some water there, obviously. As you saw, there's a well, so that's pretty nice. And last but not least, we have this little sort of terrace. There's a ping pong table, which you know, is not really often used for ping pong. So right here, this is a pretty nice place to be at. Before, if we had any parties, we threw them either at the you know, the garage or here at the, you know, garden itself. But you know, that obviously didn't really work out too well. So eventually we built this, and it's really, really nice, you know, to sort of you know, kind of hang out. There we go. Some ping pong tables, some how do you call this? A newspaper. We have a grill inside of that room. There's some leftovers from the one party that I told you guys about, and yeah, that's pretty much the house. Again, if you want an in-depth tour, maybe leave it you know, in a comment or with a like, and you know, we'll make sure to give you guys a tour of either my room, you know, the gaming room, and all that good shit. This is so entertaining to watch. All right, and let me see. So I don't really know if I'm gonna get the same angle though, so it's whatever. And yeah, on behalf of my dogs, as you remember, there was some background noise, you know, on the behind the camera. So that was also my sister. She was helping me out do some shit, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So on behalf of my little dogs and you know, my family as well, who you guys have really enjoyed the videos in the Mario Kart series. You know, really thankful for all of you. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for tomorrow whenever we're going to be checking out Star Fox 64 3D. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you then.
Pues vas, pues rápido. ¿Cómo ya está grabando? Ya ponte.
Le voy a dejar los bloopers.
Ahí va, ahí va. Hey guys, here's Kaozbender in another video. Ve, esto va a salir en los bloopers. Hasta que venga el perro.
Güey, en uno que estaba grabando arriba, empecé a hablar y a los 5 segundos, pinche camotero.
Espera, yo sí quiero que salga en los bloopers. Las tachas.
Nada más que la moca no. Y yo, what up, bitches. con su voz así. Hey, what up, bitches.
Vas.
No mames, tío, a ver, espera, pero cómo empiezo. You know, Bobby's,
¿Puedo moverla para que vean?
No,
o sea, con el tríptico.
Ay, puta moca. Digo, sí.
O sea, con el tríptico.
No, espera, ya se fue.
Al final puedo moverla solo para que vean el desmadre. Me avisas.